Hello and welcome. Today is that of the 19th day of November 2017. My name is Derek. Welcome, and I'm going to add 3 different new codes to the list of what's going to be more or a higher number, and having 5 sell orders, and then of course trying to buy them back cheaper. Well, also if it goes down lower from the outcome, well, there'll be buy orders for each one. DGB, gas, and mana are the 3 added. Now, as far as these letters with the H and the P, this is for my single reference for knowing where it's traded. H standing for 8-hit BTC, P for POLONIEX. I have the result, which is how many satoshis it is up or down, and the overall return on such, as well as everything cumulative, which is like nothing on these early stages. These numbers are going to have monstrous plus and minuses, and overall I am fully expecting that this number is just going to keep growing and growing, and it's going to have some nice profits along the way. At least this number is going to be growing. If this gets out of hand, but the intent, of course, is buying low and selling high. So DGB, something I had already been holding, so I'm just going to add it within this game. The price point at the time, 120, and 14,500. So that works out to, in 20% size shares, selling 2,900 5 times over, and also looking to be buying back cheaper. So where is it that I'm going to be looking to be selling? And I got my sell orders in place, and I'm selling nothing below 180. And I even thought about putting a sell order here around 160, but I'm going to pass. There's just a lot of volatility in this code to take advantage of. So the first sell order in at around 239. 240, matching up within this high. Then again at 340, which matches this level of support. We'll switch this to the daily chart. And there are the rest of them. We got 594, 994, and 1695. I have not entered any buy orders yet. And when you're looking at this, 100, I mean, that's not that much of a fall, even though it's psychology. I'm not going to buy there. It's got to be even lower than that. So the easiest way for me to look at key areas, and I already know the math for how much of a reduction I want, to be around the areas of like 80 and then maybe around 50 or 40. So therefore, let's look back at the past. So where are the key areas from before? Well, 80 I was thinking in the ballpark area, but you know what? I'd even want to think a little below that. So I'll put a line at around 60. Let's go a little higher, 70. So if I'm going to buy around there, where's the next spot? I'm only going to put 2 buy orders in. And it's 30. So those would be the 2 buy orders to put in, that I'll be putting in. And for what it's worth, until the market goes to either 70 or 240, there is no need for me to cover this code. Okay, let's move on. We're next going to take a look at GAS, which is that of gas. What we have is a very, very new code, and this is basically the only reason why I'm playing it. With, of course, the volatility to be in place. So here, pretty simple. You buy it around this, well, price action right now is 325,290. You can see a buy order at the most previous low at 235. Below that at around 160. And if you're going to go below that, you're looking at 100. Above that, there's an order in at around 497, 760, about the 150 number, the 250 number, and then about the 400 number. And I guess if I go after that, and I'm out of tokens now at that point, but if I were to have more, or try to pick other numbers, I think you'd want to go maybe somewhere in between the 0.1 and of course around the 0.1 and maybe the 0.25 after that. But the sick volatility is possible. That's exactly what the whole point is. After all, the risk reward, well, the reward is like upside potential. We'll see what goes on. But risk, maximum risk, is your original allocation of what you put in, adding all intended buy orders. At some point, there's nothing wrong with saying that the risk is, the play is a bad whatever. It's just it's going to keep losing, and there's no rally that's going to be foreseen. At least I just can't buy anymore. And what the objective is, if that type of statement is true, then the amount that should be risked should be low enough where other codes that are winning will allocate that loss. That's to me the principle that I'm looking to put in. So now, as far as my spreadsheet that I've made for this, I haven't set where I have to manually put prices in. I know there's probably a way where you could automatically get it from the internet, but I see it's 326,200. So it's just a little manual little glitch. But the way I look at it is I'm only going to be updating the actual values for this rarely, a couple, 3 times a month, because the actual orders that come in, even with 30 or 40 codes, are going to be very few, because this is all long-term trading. Okay, so next up, let's go to Mana. And Mana, again, I think is a new code. Decentralized Bitcoin. And yes, it is a new code. So this is what we got. I really have a very difficult time putting in buy and sell order lines on here. So I have to go with the additional orders this way. There's really no other way. No other possibility. But the profitability, you can see 236 and 121 as a sell and buy spot. But I'm just picking numbers really out of the air. But not really for such, because you can't go on previous support and resistance. There is none. But I can go on mathematics, and I realize if the code right now is at 172, I can take a look at what information I do have, and I'll use like a shorter term time frame to do such. We can see that the 121 is a previous support level, so I'll go with that one. And the 236 is previous resistance. I mean, that's all I got. So where would I want to buy? And when you look at 80, that's about a 33% haircut. Okay, I want these numbers to be big because volatility is extreme in this game. And then from 80 down to 50, there's another like a 40% haircut. And you're probably thinking about 25 and 10 if you're going to continue buying after that. But for now, those are the areas, well, the exact numbers rather, in which I'll be looking to play this. So 172 is the current price. I got in at 170. And I'd be up 18% if it went up that much, but up 18,900 Satoshi. These numbers in here are so small, and they're going to stay such for a little while. But as it moves into December, January, you're going to notice that a lot of these codes are going to have some interesting numbers. If the entire market goes in a bull phase, then everything's going to win, and it's going to be lots of profits. if the entire market goes in a bear market phase, like has been the case for the last several months, and everything goes down, then buy order hit, buy order hit, buy order hit, your all totals is going to be down maybe 20-30% even. So be it. And then you will be accumulating more of these tokens or coins, increasing the amount of sell orders you have. So instead of 5, you're now going to be considering having 6 or 7. And even increasing the amounts, especially if you go for a double buy, meaning you get 2 buy orders hit. Or you get a nice sell and a buy later on. And that's a situation where, and you hope to get a lot of these along the way. This is what the ideal thing is to be able to say you have a market move up to 230 and you, oh, okay, I'm going to buy back. Let's buy back at around, we'll say 175. And then it comes back to 175. You get your buyback. So there's one profit taking round. And next thing you know, you can put your sell order back again. You've gained a few additional tokens. And well, if you get a bunch of those come into play, the next thing you know, you'll be able to have another additional sell order. You can increase your sell amount, maybe 5-10% additional tokens. So if you were selling, say, 50, now you might sell 55 because of your higher equity and gain. But the point of this is just to go through the process of this. And because this is very long term, not much is going to happen. You're going to get several just quick updates here and there when a trade comes through. Even sometimes I might even report on a trade a couple days later or 3 days later because of the nature of this game. But for the most part, when you have high volatility to go to these situations, you want to be relatively quick if you can to get your new buy order in. Because if this thing goes up to 236 and you're looking to buy back at, say, 175 or 180, and it could do that in a few hours or a day or two. So you want to make sure that you get that buyback in as fast as you can. But for me, I think the ideal strategy is, if you're on the computer, it really doesn't take long to get notifications. And if you can have them emailed to you, I know in this, I should be able to have it set where I could get notifications via email. So let's just add an alert and see. Okay, where is the options for how I can send email? Right here. So there are ways of being told that the markets are going to execute such an order. And if even just going to the websites itself, wherever you're trading, like say on BITTREX, you go on the top, you'll see where it says orders. You click on that button, and on the very bottom, it will show you your last executed buys and sells. If you do that once a day or twice a day, and you see with a date stamp on it, oh, nothing happened today, then nothing needs to be done there. Oh, I have a buy order. Okay, you look at that code, you place a sell order in, ensure a buy order is in down below, and nothing needed more to be done. That's at least what I do in that spot. A sell order comes in. Same reversal thing. You put your buy order in, make sure you have sell orders above. Nothing else needs to be done. All right, then. So I'm going to conclude this video. Those are the 3 added coins. I'll probably be adding another 3 or 4 more throughout the day or later on in the day. And have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.